Super professional. Thank God this isn't live.
We've
Or is
bought
it?
too many games. Now we gotta play them all. Small aboard Steam Train.
Wow, Koshi. Wow. The hypocrisy.
Second episode, we're gonna get sued
The
again by the Game
hypocrisy.
Grumps.
Oh. In before next
Fun-
episode, I do the Grumpcade intro.
Fun
Do it.
fact for all you
Do
guys
it.
at home. Last week we got a warning call from the Game Grumps.
Yeah. The head offices.
I wish.
Of,
I want to chat with Aaron.
The head offices
I want
of
to chat with Darren and Arnold.
the head offices of Abaddon, whatever Aaron's last name is, and Ross.
Hanson.
Hanson, that was it. That was it. Of Abaddon, Hanson, and Ross.
Donovan.
No.
Ross.
Abaddon, Hanson, and Ross.
And Peggy.
Peggy.
Wouldn't you like to know, Phelan?
Oh my god. Alright. Speaking of things that are completely ill-equipped for life, us being us, it's time for a second episode of our podcast.
Yay!
I'm Connor. I am the director of the group Tantalus.
I'm Phelan, the audio editor for this podcast.
And I'm Ash, who lost her microphone.
But you found it, and that's what matters.
Although no one
Hidden under a
Alright.
selection box. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that was the leftovers of Christmas.
no one knows the terrible stories that microphone has to tell. No one knows.
No.
It's
It's
giving
seen
me a
too
look,
much.
guys.
Yeah.
It's staring at me.
It's going to tell you stories later, Ashling.
It
It's going
knows.
to tell you stories.
It knows.
It knows too much.
Eh,
Anyway, I want to start with something I literally read 5 minutes before we got on Discord
yeah,
for the call.
please do.
Fallout 76,
Mm.
and I'm sure Ash and Phelan know how much of a sugar storm this is.
Oh, nice recovery.
Kind of been hilarious
to
to
not
watch
curse.
the train wreck.
Oh God, it really, really is.
What happened?
But anyway, I was reading the article just before we got on. I'm not sure if it was today, but it was very, very recently in the last couple of days. Do you know the way in Skyrim?
I do know
and
the way.
Fallout 4, Fallout 3. There is a dev room.
There's a what?
A dev room?
Essentially, it's a debug room. Yeah.
Oh.
Where all the items of the game are stored for testing, and also NPCs are stored there for testing.
Okay.
It's a big ass room.
Yeah, it's a big old room. In Fallout 4 and Skyrim, you have to use console commands to get in there. Someone managed to find a way into that room in Fallout 76.
Just naturally.
Oh.
They got away with several things, duplicating things that have not yet been released.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They.
Which
Oh god.
people only seem to know because there's a lot of people running around in power armor, like paint jobs that don't exist in game yet.
Meta.
Oh.
So yeah,
That's unfortunate.
Fallout 76. The saga continues.
Maybe one day we'll have a story where something good actually happens with that game.
Go, do it.
Yeah, it gets replaced with a better MMO.
Oh.
Yeah. In before your man from Bethesda, the one that everybody used to praise.
Todd.
Yeah. In before Todd
Todd
comes
Bot.
and slits my throat in my sleep.
Yeah.
Derek, I know,
I'm
but
gonna-
it's gonna happen.
His sneak will level up.
Yeah. Worth it.
P. Death by Todd.
But so
Can
actually, you said you had a story.
Hmm?
You said you had a story.
I had a story?
No,
Oh,
Ashley said you had a
Ashling,
story.
right. Sorry.
Did I?
And that's something you're gonna have to edit out. Just that little cluster of confusion.
Nah, because it's funny. People will enjoy it.
Yeah,
People will enjoy it, man. Why edit that out?
uh,
Our mistakes are endearing. It humanizes us. But
It
anyway,
also
Ash-
makes us look like idiots.
yeah, well, we are.
Touche.
I suppose.
Anyway,
It's true for
Ashling,
life.
your story.
What story?
You said you had a story for Fallout 76.
No, I didn't. I said maybe one day there'll be a story.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'll just make up something.
This is a problem when it's a problem when your interest keeps cutting in and out. This is all being recorded.
Yeah, this is we're having some connection issues, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway,
Since I would give an insert here, but apparently we're banned from doing that, so I'll do it myself. Wah, 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 wah.
see, that's way more endearing as well.
Oh yeah. That is actually
Yeah.
some live.
You should just do that all the time, Ashley, instead of asking me to do that all the time.
So what? My introduction is now going to be, hi, I'm Ash, and I'm the sound effect person.
Yeah. You could be like the guy from Police Academy if you practice.
Oh Jesus. What was his name? Winslow?
Yeah, something Winslow.
Mike Winslow?
Yeah, that's the guy. Anyway, what was our next topic?
We were talking about games. I was going to move on from Fallout 76 to the fact that Ash has been playing Skyrim on the Switch.
Related.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
Smooth segue.
Another Todd property.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling with Skyrim on the Switch, Ash?
It is a surprising plot twist for anyone who doesn't know, which is everyone. I generally don't go into major, intense video games. Breath of the Wild was probably the most intense I got. So suddenly diving into Skyrim was very much a case of me for the first hour running around going, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Ah!
Yeah.
But I'm an elf and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm a very good
That's
sneaker.
basically everyone's first experience with Skyrim, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even. Only I was one of the weird people who found that as a put off more than a matter of intrigue.
Well, no, the story literally
Yeah.
starts. The story literally starts where you're just about to be executed, and then there's a dragon. So then it's like, oh my god, we need to escape the dragon. Oh my god, this building's burning. Oh my god, ah! And it's just panic, and it's great.
Yeah, I just kept.
And then it's very quiet.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then
just.
you discover there's maybe only 6 voice actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kept when I played that game for the first time, I just kept walking into places that I was way under leveled for. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna stop. Like, let everybody else who enjoys it enjoy it. I'm gonna find a game that I'm good at. I don't want to put it down, so I'm gonna go pick up
That's-
something else.
I think that's where Breath of the Wild came in handy for me, because it meant that I was able to naturally slip over to like sneaking and that kind of style. So I found a place where there was a bunch of like bandits or something. So I just stood on top of a high rock where they couldn't get up to me and just started shooting arrows down at them. My sneak level is currently at like level 45.
Have you been doing the thing that I do with Skyrim, where I literally steal everything and everything has to be stolen?
What?
Oh, that.
Like literally walking into a facility, just like killing all the enemies and then taking all their stuff, piece by piece, bringing it to the entrance, and then like bringing it back to the homestead and storing it away.
Well, I don't have a homestead at the moment. That's the problem.
Oh,
And there was
actually no. The first time I played it, I didn't have the homestead for a very long time because I didn't actually go like progress on the main quest for ages. So there's this keep near the starting area. I want to say it's near the starting area. Like I have no idea where it is really in relation to everything else.
I know I can buy a house. Is that the homestead?
Yeah, in Whiterun. Yeah.
Yes, I am the Tharn.
Okay.
But I haven't got the money for it yet. But there was one point,
Yeah.
the last dungeon place I was in was after I killed the dragon. So my carry weight, my carry weight max is 310. I was carrying 406.
Yeah.
It took forever
That's
to
Bethesda-
cross
that's Bethesda
town.
Yeah, that's a Bethesda game right there.
It took
In Fallout 4,
forever.
actually, they gave you a perk that meant you could still fast travel when you're over encumbered, which you can't do in Skyrim or Fallout 3.
Eek.
Yeah. I loot everything in Fallout 4 now.
Nice. But no, it's definitely fun. I'm playing a wood elf. Her name is Amora. And I had it that she has like one white eye and one like black eye and like a scar under the black eye. So it's like she doesn't have any sight or anything or something.
Mm-hmm.
I have to show a picture. I'm going to show a picture, and all you people who are listening are totally going to see and appreciate this picture right now. Wasn't it great?
Aisling, send me that picture.
Yeah.
And I will put it on the video version that will be on YouTube.
Yeah, flip! I forgot that was a video version.
I am also going to apologize to the people on Podbean and what was the other one? SoundCloud. Yes, I'd like to apologize to our fans on Podbean and SoundCloud. Not only for me forgetting what SoundCloud was, but also for not being able to see the image.
I don't apologize.
One day we'll be on Spoofy.
Yeah.
I don't apologize.
You wouldn't. You brought this onto our heads.
Of course I did. That's what my job is.
What do you do?
Hi, I'm Ash, and I'm the public nuisance.
This is what you do to this family, Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ash, and I'm tearing this family apart.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Oh my god.
This is why Stephen.
That's weird, like.
This is why Stephen and Keith don't do their social experiments anymore. No. Aside from the fact that they had those dinosaurs tear those poor people apart, but, you know.
Yeah. They create too much of a monster in Ashley and they can't leave it now.
That you know of.
Yeah. Anyway, who's going to move on to the next point there?
You've been playing Smash. I mean,
right, yes.
Playing Smash too, but it's been a while.
Well, I haven't really played much of like against other players, or I haven't really done like classic mode much yet. I'm actually looking forward to doing some classic mode co-op with people. I don't know if I can do it online. I hope I can do that online because there's a few people I want to play it with. But I do want to talk about the story mode, which I wish it was as good as the story mode that we had in Brawl Subspace Emissary. But for what we got, we got a really damn good game. Like that was an amazing story mode, and I kind of wish that it wasn't. While it didn't hold up to Subspace Emissary, it was still overall enjoyable. It could have used more cutscenes, in all honesty.
But, it really, really could.
Yeah.
I think like they definitely could have done another story mode like Subspace Emissary, and it would have been fantastic. But like they were going for a new idea, and they wanted to run with it, and I think it worked.
Yeah. It was fun.
I'm looking forward to playing New Game Plus with the Piranha Plant in a couple of weeks, though.
Yeah, and I'm also looking forward to playing New Game Plus with Joker from Persona 5.
Oh, hell yeah!
Don't ever see it coming. I cannot sing.
I get to kick ass with Jigglypuff and Pikachu, so I'm happy.
Yeah. So you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah. And I'm just going around with Captain Falcon, doing everything wrong but having fun at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
All that matters is you're having fun.
Yeah. That's why why I play with items on, because it's more fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of Smash Plus, question: are the additions free, or do you have to pay for them?
Pretty sure you have to pay.
You have to pay for them. But there's like a fighter's pass you can get that's like it's all of them paid for ahead.
I paid for the pass already.
I haven't yet, but I will. When Joker shows up, I'm gonna be like, "Yep, here's the pass, done."
I love Joker's trailer for Smash. It is so good.
It's so Persona 5, which like gives me a lot of hope for perhaps maybe they will release P5R on Switch.
Yeah.
I would love that. I love Persona 5. The fact that it's on PS4 now that we're kind of like moving around a lot, and I'm going to work day to day, and I can't spend a lot of
time on
quality time
with
with
JRPGs,
my PS4 as much as I'd like to.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have it
especially
on
for like
console.
something like like Persona has a lot of small management.
And it's also a lot. Getting through sections on that game takes a long time. You
Yeah.
need to devote time
So
to
like,
it.
yeah, it would be really nice to have like it on my Switch,
Yeah.
and then on my lunch break, being able to get through a couple of layers of like Kamoshida's levels of Kamoshida's palace,
Yeah.
or
Ooh.
knock out a couple of social links or something, you know.
I think the boss in Persona 5 I really enjoyed hurting the most was Kamoshida.
I think everyone likes beating the crap out of
Yeah,
Kamoshida the
I think
most.
everybody once they realize how much of a bastard he is, I think everybody's reaction is, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
That game started
Yeah,
strong.
just like, yeah, I want to hit this guy so hard his head spins.
Oh my god. Like, I got it on release, and I had like the special edition coming from Amazon.
Yeah.
So on the actual day it was set for release,
Yeah.
it actually arrived, which is never happens with Amazon. And I got super excited, immediately turned it on, and as soon as as he was established as the first boss of the game, I was like, Jesus, this game does not hold back.
No, he's an asshole, complete and utter asshole.
He's beyond an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I used to refer to people like that as monsters, but Anya rightfully pointed out a while back that calling a human being a monster dehumanizes them and makes what they've done not as bad.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. So sorry excuse for a human being
Yeah.
is the better phrase.
All the bosses in that game
But
are, except for
bloody
one.
hell. Well, yeah. Like,
Two.
all the bosses are shitheads.
Well,
But only one in particular is like, can I not just kill him?
yeah.
Like, really?
Well, two of the bosses were redeemable.
Now, two of the bosses were
Yeah.
redeemable, but they were shitheads at the start. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then they got better. But my god. Actually, Sen was playing Persona 5 on my PS4. Finished the first palace and then literally stopped playing because he was just like, that's basically the most horrific enemy I could really think of. So there we go.
Yeah.
Like, it starts off really harsh, but like Persona 4 and Persona 3 had a slow build up to really nasty stuff like that, and Persona 5 right out the gate is amazing for that shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, from what I understand is the first two, well, technically three Persona games because there were two Persona 2s. The
Yeah.
first trilogy is more of an easy mode Shin Megami Tensei, whereas Persona 3 to
It's
5...
far from easy, but
Yeah. I know, far from easy, but compared to the old Shin Megami Tensei games, from what I'm told.
compared to Nocturne,
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah. But the first, but 3 through 5 are kind of their own trilogy in their own setting, and they even have like
Kind of, yeah.
They also have that Trinity color theme of blue, yellow, and red.
There's implications in number 5. I won't go into the story details for people who haven't played it at home because they really fucking should. It's a really good story. There's implications in 5 that lead back to Persona 1.
Oh. Okay.
And Persona 2, well, the two Persona 2s, especially the two Persona 2s. Yeah, because like the common thread in all of them has been Igor.
Yeah.
So like story things in 5 related to Igor do harken back pretty strongly to Persona 1 and 2, which I loved, and I know that it's not one of those invasive callbacks that people who haven't played the games won't get, or be kind of like, what the hell's that about?
Okay.
It was a really, really well placed story thing that, you know, you could have no knowledge of Persona 1 or 2 and still get it. But if you do know Persona 1 and 2, then it has this whole other thing going on in the background, and that actually had me kind of going, oh shit. And it was so good. Actually, I love Persona 5. Have I gushed enough? Is it obvious that I love Persona?
Yeah.
No.
Very much.
The anime was shit though.
Yeah, I heard that unlike the Persona 3 movies and the Persona 4 anime, the Persona 5 anime did not do the game justice, which is a real shame considering how well they did in the past. I haven't played those games or watched those anime movies of the last series, but hearing that it could have been as good as those is the real killer here.
One of the biggest things that actually disappointed with the anime is that the Persona 4, the anime is well paced.
Yeah.
Considering Persona 4 what it is, like the plot itself in Persona 4 is not very well paced, but somehow the anime managed to do it and pulled it off really, really well. I can't really speak for Golden. I've only seen a couple of episodes of it, but Persona 5 is perfectly paced. Like I didn't think there was any real downtime. I mean, I know I said before social links take a while, and like you'll sometimes commit a couple of days here and there to doing them, and that can drag a little bit if you've played the game already and you're a new game plus, and you don't need to spend as much time doing the dungeons anymore.
Yeah.
So you spend a lot of time in the off time between main story points. But the anime failed on pacing to the point that they're finishing the first dungeon within the first 3 episodes.
That was bad. That's like because that
it was rushed.
Yeah.
It was rushed, and for a character like Kamoshida, the first boss, you need to have that build up of layers of things he's done.
Yeah.
An insight to who he is, who he pretends to be, and then who he is behind closed doors.
Yeah.
You really need that build up, otherwise everything lacks impact, and it did in the anime. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was like warning sign number 1 for me when they rushed that. I was like, if you had rushed every other boss a little bit, that would have been fine, because like embezzlement is one of them, and there's not a lot to really bury into there. He's just some gangster, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But this character is someone that you see every single day on the news, or sometimes you see them walking down your goddamn street, and people know full well what they're doing, and no one's doing anything to stop it. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That requires such good timing and such good build-up that when it got to that point in the anime where they defeated him, it just felt so empty. So everyone at home, if you want Persona 5, play the goddamn game. Don't watch the anime. Play the game, please. You're ruining a good story for yourself if you watch the anime and then play the game.
Yeah. I can attest to how good the game is. I can say that much.
It plays so well.
Yeah.
It plays so well. Like, a lot of people don't like getting into JRPGs because they're so big and so slow. But again, we can call back to Skyrim on that one. Skyrim is huge.
Skyrim is very big.
Aisling, is this your first time playing Skyrim on Switch?
Playing Skyrim on the Switch?
No, is it your first time playing Skyrim at all?
Oh yeah, playing Skyrim full stop, yeah.
Okay, so when you first saw that world map after what you had done at the start, how did you take that? That was huge to me.
That was big. It was there was one point in the plot where you do a mission and they're like, yep, you're supposed to go to this other place. It sounded like it was close, and then I checked the map and it was like over a mountain, across another mountain range, and over yonder. It's like that's far. That's very far.
Yeah.
I'll
so
eventually
this is a
get
common
there.
complaint that loads of people have with JRPGs, that it's too big.
It's too damn big.
Yeah, but people don't say that about Skyrim. So people who are kind of on the fence about JRPGs consider that point of Skyrim is huge. The new game coming out, which I've forgotten the name of the new Elder Scrolls game, that's going to be huge too. Fallout 4, colossal. Fallout 3, big. JRPGs are a slow burn, but so is wandering across a wasteland with no actual direction. So,
and overweight.
If you want, and overweight, yeah, because you're over
and you can't run.
Everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't let big things like Persona 5 dissuade you.
Don't
if
let
you like Skyrim and stuff,
down.
you're probably gonna struggle getting into JRPGs anyway, because you're probably more used to a Western RPG. But the story is solid enough to last it the length of time. It's like the same way you saw the story of Skyrim lasting a lifetime. And that was my TED Talk on JRPGs. Oh, you can tell I'm passionate about this shit. Jesus.
Right.
Yeah. Woo! That was a long talk. Does anyone else want to talk about anything with games before we move on to our outspot?
Games. Well, all I can say is there is one little thing. I can't really say much on it because I actually haven't even started playing it yet. But I found a really interesting game on this month's PlayStation Gold. I can't remember the full title. It's called Fallen Kingdoms or something like that. It's an action RPG, and it looks really nice for a free game that's for this month's PlayStation Network Gold. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to
Ash,
update
any
us.
others?
I will.
Oh, yeah.
Next episode.
Let me think.
If I've played it by then, we'll see. I got a backlog.
There was an ad for a game on the Switch. It's not out for a while yet. I'm just seeing if I can grab the name of it. Well, it's a really good one. That it's like there's this prince, and he. Oh, here we go. It's called The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. So the idea, according to the trailer, from what I could gather, was this prince went on an adventure, met a monster, and lost his sight.
Ooh.
But then the monster felt really bad, I think, and turned into a princess, turned into a human. And she's guiding him around the maps, and he doesn't know that she's a monster.
Oh.
It looks really cute. It's not out on the Switch yet. I don't think it's coming out on it for some time yet, but it looks to already be out. It looks to be on like the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 4, but that's only like it's coming out in like March on the Switch, I think.
Cool.
All right, that does sound interesting.
Yeah, I've looked into that one. So.
Yeah, it's a cute one.
Yeah. My only other points for gaming would be Katamari. It has been out for a while now for Switch. If you haven't gotten it, get it. It's £20.
All right, well that'll give me an excuse. I've never actually played a Katamari game, but I've always hummed the theme song to it because like I hear it all the time. It's like, God damn it, I've never played one of these games yet. I keep humming that damn song. If I play it, if I play it, then I'll have a better excuse to hum that theme song.
All right, let's move on to our ad spot.
Ad spot, yay!
Enter jingle here.
That's our jingle.
Yeah.
That's our jingle.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so moving on from what we did last week, not even last week. We recorded last episode weeks ago, but we released it last week.
We recorded it last year.
We're going to do artists. Yeah, we did. We recorded it last year. We're going to do some artist plugs for people we love. Yeah. So we're going to start with Anthea West.
Ooh, Anthea, good one.
She is the author of a webcomic called Fate, which is fantastic. It's a great little fantasy story set in an original world. It's I can't get enough of it really. Like to the fact that I'm still working on a bauble dust bunny for have her at conventions, like on her desk. It's a fantastic webcomic. It's called Fate. You can find her on Instagram at Anthea_West. So that's ANTHEA_WEST. And or just Google Fate the webcomic, and you will find her straight away. The other one that we're going to do this week is Katie O'Mara, who's a fantastic artist. She appears in loads of artist alleys in Ireland, and actually has started doing ones in England now, which is brilliant. She does a butt ton of Pokemon art.
Really damn Pokemon. Amazing Pokemon art, which you should buy in Irish cons, because she's always selling them at Irish cons.
Oh yeah, I've actually got like several of them on my walls, like right behind me in the office. It's fantastic. You can find her stuff also on Instagram at Katie Our Matey. So it's KATIE_OUR Ourourmatie. And tell those two that we sent you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we send our regards.
And our final... Yeah, we send our regards.
Not in the
our
Lannister
final
way.
ad for...
Not in the Lannister way.
No, not in the Lannister way. No. In a good
Yeah.
way. In a supportive way.
Yeah. In a Mary Poppins
Imagine
kind
how
of way.
Imagine how different Game of Thrones would be if it was Lannister send her regards and then he hugged her.
Yeah, because that's more our style.
Yeah. Okay, so our last ad for this episode is something we're going through next week, or it will be this week when the episode goes out. AkumaCon!
Woo!
Woo!
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew. They've had us every year since 2014.
Yeah, and I've been going
Yeah.
every year since I think they started in 2010.
Yeah, I actually missed the first couple of years, and I'm ashamed of that fact because they used to do more the fire breather stuff and all that.
Yeah, I missed that while I was there though. I've only been to every AkumaCon though because I am quite near the area, so don't hold it against anyone else in Tantalus. I'm just the lucky bastard who lives right next to the con.
To be fair, for me to get to AkumaCon, and I'm sure if anyone has watched our stuff before listening to this, there's a video of, we call it Akuma Quest 2017, and it details the entire journey from my home to Galway.
And you'll also notice, actually, since we're still in the plug section, you'll also notice that whenever I come up in those videos, you'll notice I'm always there greeting the group with a box of delicious donuts from my favorite place in Galway City, Dungeons and Donuts.
That's a free plug.
Yeah, it's a great plug. I don't know if they know I'm plugging them, but who cares? I love those guys.
We'll tag them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Not on Instagram. Tag them on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's a free
Dungeons
plug.
and Donuts.
It's actually like, it's my favorite place in Galway
Yeah.
too.
If you're ever in Galway, Dungeons and Donuts, look them up.
Yeah,
They're
it's
easy
like
to find.
really close to Air Square as well.
Yeah, you'll be able to find them easy enough. It's also in a very safe place because they're next to the main Garda station in Galway City, so there's nothing bad going to happen there.
Okay, so before we go back to AkumaCon
Yes.
talking, I'm just gonna do a little plug. Hey, you out there listening with your two earballs? Do you like donuts? Do you like dice? Do you like people who eat donuts and throw dice and tell great stories?
And eat dice.
Do you like those big old books? Do you like people who eat dice?
Do you like people who eat
Me
books?
neither, but they don't go to Dungeons and Donuts because all they have there is donuts.
Yeah.
And
It's
dice. Don't forget to ask for your free-sided
Anyway.
dice.
They also sell Warhammer
free-
stuff there in the D&D source books.
You can eat
Yeah,
them
they
too.
do.
Everything's edible.
Yeah.
It's great.
If you have like pica, yeah, everything's edible.
Yeah, don't eat everything at Dungeons and Donuts. Only eat what they're saying is edible there. The rest you play
Only
with.
sell what you can get your hands on. The moral of the story: steal from the store.
Also, I want to point out that their location is fucking gorgeous, just because it's on the bridge, and that old building is so cool. So I love that place. Anyway, that'll be our weekend next weekend. We're going to Dungeons and Donuts because of course we are.
Yeah, well, I'll be getting the box of the donuts right before I meet you as usual.
Yeah, but we can always get like coffee.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff
that's
there.
true. Also, if we're lucky, we might be able to sit on a quick card game because they usually have card game tournaments on the weekend. Though not during the AkumaCon because it overlaps with another big event.
Oh yeah, of course. So back to AkumaCon talk. We are going to be there doing a quiz show, which we debuted 2 years ago now, which doesn't feel like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Oh boy, getting old.
I'm 30.
But yeah, they wanted us back to do stuff. We were planning on doing Magical Boys 2, thanks to another booking that's going to be put on hold. So we're doing a quiz show this year, and we're also doing 3 panels,
Yeah.
which includes Phelim's first panel.
Yeah, Babby's
We're
first
gonna get
panel.
him. We're gonna get him like a little photo frame, like one of those baby's first panels.
Oh yeah, by the way, I was actually going to do that at the very, very beginning of the panel. I was going to take a photo of you sitting on the panel. Like, I'll have you.
We're going to do it anyway.
Okay, you know
We're
what?
still doing it.
I'm going to pretend you didn't tell me and act surprised.
Okay.
There we go. Even though I'm...
But then the people are listening will know.
Yeah, and also I'm going to have to listen to this over like 3 or 4 times again while I'm editing. So I'll just have to forget it all over again, multiple times.
It'll still be a surprise.
Yeah.
We'll do lots of stuff on Friday night, and we won't even remember what's going on. And then we get into your panel, and it'll be immediately like, oh yeah, snap.
Actually, we're short on time now because this is a short episode, but we do want to do some. We do want to have some movie recommendations, don't we, Koshi?
Yes, we do. We do. So we're going back into the main section, but there's no jingle for that because we're cheap.
And also, we've literally got like a couple minutes left.
Yeah, we got like.
There you go.
We've got like 10 minutes.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, we got like 10 minutes. So, alright, when we were going to finish up the last podcast, I was talking about the fact that in a couple of days I was going to go see Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
Was it worth
it? I would 100% recommend Bumblebee, even if you're if you have a passing interest in Transformers.
Yes.
And the other live action movies didn't really do it for you because explosions and close-ups of Megan Fox's posterior.
Yeah.
If you were just there for more focus on the actual robots,
this is the movie.
Oh, that's the movie. That's definitely the movie. I could have done more, obviously, but like for a thing that's apparently supposed to be a prequel to the other movies, which by the way, continuity errors mean it's not.
Yeah, I didn't see the 5th film, but I heard that Bumblebee was on Earth in World War II. This movie completely contradicts that. So I'm going for it was meant to be a prequel for the first 4 films, ignoring the 5th film since that was so unpopular. But now, because they realize, hold on, people don't like those other films, but they really like this film.
It also discredits the first film.
Yeah, especially with
the one major plot point being Megatron.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the first. He was supposed to be the first one they ever discovered.
Yeah, also the Allspark thing where they sent the Allspark
out
into space to keep it safe.
Yeah, that's why Bumblebee went there in the first film.
Not mentioned. The whole plot point not even mentioned.
Not even mentioned. So.
Not even mentioned.
So yeah, it's kind of like we're pretty much doing a soft reboot. We might keep.
Yeah, to be like, they were talking about doing another series of movies, like a reboot after this. They were talking about.
Yeah.
They should just go with this.
From what I understand is they're going to actually, for the next 10 years, they're going to do the Marvel thing with a slow setup of solo films for the Transformers before doing before another film with them all together again, which is a good idea because there are so many characters in the Transformers universe, and I am hopeful. He's not one of the most popular characters, but he's always been my favorite regular Autobot. I am hopeful for an Ironhide standalone movie, but more than likely,
that could be
more than likely he will be like second fiddle to Ratchet in a Ratchet movie because they're made from the same mold.
I was actually going to say, they quite do a really good like wartime story between old grizzled soldier and a medic.
Yeah, actually, to be honest,
buddy cop movie.
They I honestly sense usually it's something they haven't done for Ironhide and Ratchet yet in any of the continuities, as far as I'm aware of. But for most of the other robots that are of the same mold, they basically haven't done the whole twins thing with them, because they have done it with other Transformers that are of the same build. Hell, I think even at one point there was a continuity where Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker were triplets in one continuity.
Yeah. And also Optimus and Prowl were apparently at one point too in Japanese anime.
Oh gosh, that's a bad that's a bad pair.
Prowl and someone. It might have been Prowl and Rodimus. I'm trying to remember, but it was.
Are you sure it's not Optimus and Ultra Magnus? Because that would make kind of makes sense.
No. Yeah, it was
okay.
Because Police Car.
Yeah.
Or was it Ultra Magnus? God damn it! Now you had me all confused.
Okay.
That was a good anime. I've completely forgotten
actually,
what that was.
Before we move on to the next film, I did want to say, I won't say what it is, but they did have someone who made this film clearly was a fan of Transformers Prime, the cartoon. Mm-hmm. Because there was a little nod with the character Cliffjumper to that series, and I won't. If you haven't seen Transformers Prime or Bumblebee yet, I won't say what that is. But yeah, this is not a Cliff Jumpers fans movie.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that has annoyed Transformers fans in the thing, but like, come on,
Well,
every movie's practically its own continuity now at this point.
but also,
And like, come on, Transformers fans, continuities are kind of your thing.
also, I have to say, like, if it's nodding towards Transformers Prime and these film directors are using that as a main source, that's not a bad source. Transformers Prime was one of the better cartoons. I loved it. It
really
basically
good.
took the Bayformer designs and made them look nice. Which,
speaking of,
yes,
I loved seeing them as G1.
yeah, they looked.
It's like the best part of the movie. It's seeing the G1s.
Yeah.
But I would actually love them to do a story based on IDW's Lost Light comic.
Yeah.
It was actually my favorite comic of theirs. It was fantastic. And on that note, before we move on to our next point, so many WA babies giving out about it. Ratchet and Drift, they're canon. Leave them alone. Leave James Roberts alone, please.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. There's so many people. They said like it was Drift and Rodimus they wanted. And they actually started like throwing toys out of the pram.
Jesus.
Yes.
Anyway,
God
the
damn it.
other film, Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I don't really need to plug this film. Everybody already knows this film's amazing. But my God, I just want to say, this is the adult Leslie. I love Tom Holland is the perfect teenage Peter Parker, and he is the first. He was the first depiction of a proper teenage Peter Parker ever on screen.
Oh, yeah.
Peter B. Parker in Spider-Verse is by far the best adult Peter Parker in all of the films. And that includes the other two live-action series. I'm sorry, but neither Tobey Maguire nor Andrew Garfield, they couldn't capture teenage or adult Peter Parker right at all. They know, and people are like, oh, but Tobey Maguire's nerdy and Spider-Man's meant to be nerdy. He's not the right kind of nerdy. Believe it or not, Andrew Garfield being smooth for ladies isn't actually a bad thing. It's not a detriment because, believe it or not, Peter Parker is actually quite good with the ladies. Yes, he's a massive dweeb, but have you seen the list of girlfriends he's had? So yeah, Andrew.
There's a good description someone did before, where it's like Andrew Garfield plays an amazing Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire plays a really good Peter Parker, but older Peter Parker.
No, I wouldn't he gets some of the stuff right. He gets the sciencey nerd.
He gets some of the stuff right. I don't think he gets everything right either, but that was a description that someone did for the different versions of Spider-Man, which I was like, okay, I can kind of get that. Yeah.
There are only two.
Tom Holland's best.
Tom Holland is the best. But the thing is, though, as Spider-Man, Peter Parker has only picked up two major named girlfriends. As Peter Parker, he's picked up far more. Peter Parker is the ladies' magnet. No, seriously, 90% of it.
I know.
The only two that I can mention is as Spider-Man is Black Cat. That's one that everybody knows. And here's one that's lesser known, Bob. He briefly dated Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, as Spider-Man. While they're both on the Avengers, they're just like, okay, yeah, we're both attracted to each other. Let's see how this goes. It didn't work out, but we're still friends. That's basically how it ended. It was actually quite cute.
A mature ending to the ship.
You'd be surprised.
The ship didn't sail, but it was a mature ship.
Yeah, that's very rare in comics as well.
Yeah, it didn't fully sail, but it got moored back into port.
Yeah, the thing is, though, when superhero relationships end in comics, they're always so melodramatic.
Well, they are superheroes.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, there's some stuff that you accept with superhero drama.
Yeah.
But other times, sorry, it looks like we've hit the mark.
we're about to run out of time, but Aisling.
Yeah.
Because you've seen neither of those movies.
Yeah, I'm helpful.
What are your thoughts on Bohemian Rhapsody?
It is very good. I enjoyed it. Because that's totally relevant to nerd stuff.
It is.
Well, the fact that it was Queen themselves doing it, so they were able to get proper voice recordings of Freddie Mercury without music backing, and it just helped make it all natural, and I think they did a very good job with it. Rami Malek basically stole the show, to the surprise of absolutely no one.
Yeah. I suppose next week I do have a movie I'll be talking about next week because it's won several BAFTAs now, so I can give it a chat. I'm going to be seeing The Favourite on Sunday.
Ooh.
So that's going to be my one for next week.
Okay then.
Okay, so this is a short episode because we're doing a Kumicon, which means we're not going to have a lot of time to get this out.
Yep.
So it's a shorter episode than normal.
We have to prep. We have
So
to
we're
prep
gonna
for the
say-
shows and the panels.
Yeah, we gotta go prepper shows and prepper panels and make sure our costumes are prepared.
I have my tie and my black suit for my one.
I had to spend €45 on a new wig.
My character, I don't
wig
need the wig for because my hair is actually the right length. Not quite the right color, but he
you
is a
should do
redhead.
Spirit. Yeah, everyone's a redhead this year.
Yeah, I pointed that out. We're all cosplaying redheads. We didn't plan this. It's just a hilarious happenstance.
just happened to happen.
You could say we were ready.
We're
Ah!
gonna end the episode on that because that's an episode killer.
Bye.
We've been to Tantalcast.
Yeah.
Message us using the hashtag Tantalcast, and please forget Ashling said that.
I'm actually going to find booing just for that. Bye, guys.
Good.
Bye.
Good night, guys.